We're going to pray for ourselves individually. And the prayer will be, Lord, let the spirit of the fear of the Lord not elude me. When the spirit of the fear of the Lord elude a man, that man becomes a dangerous being. There is nothing a man that don't have the fear of the Lord cannot do. The difference between you and the terrorist is that you have the fear of the Lord. So when the fear of the Lord elude a man, that man becomes dangerous, because that man can do anything. And I want us to know this morning, you don't have any guarantee that your life cannot turn upside down. The only guarantee is that the spirit of the fear of the Lord must be resident. The reason why a man can stand from the church and move out of this place to the bed of adultery is because the spirit of the fear of the Lord is not here. Can you pray for yourself? Lord, on my journey, let it not be heard that I journey on earth without the spirit of the fear of the Lord. This spirit must not elude me. It is a spirit and men can contact it. Can you pray this morning that let the spirit of the fear of the Lord envelope me? Let the spirit of the fear of the Lord overwhelm me. Let it not be heard on my journey that the spirit of the fear of the Lord elude me. If you journey without the spirit of the fear of the Lord, your life will be in jeopardy. You will find yourself in a valley of the shadow of darkness. The spirit of the fear of the Lord must not elude us. Pray for yourself this morning. The predicament against the church is that the spirit of the fear of the Lord have eluded the church. And that is why there are calamities and iniquity in the church, because men no longer walk with the fear of the spirit of the Lord. Pray for yourself this morning.
Ekadosh keletana Natalia Elikadala Galadala Kiladala Baskelila Batunia Eyata.
In Jesus' mighty name, we have prayed. We're going to pray on that line again. Lord, let the spirit of the fear of the Lord return to your church again. This is not the church of the old that we saw in the Bible. The church of the old is the church of glory, because whenever the spirit of the fear of the Lord is, the glory of God is there. Once the spirit of the fear of the Lord is lifted, as is lifted, the glory is lifted, because it's a protocol in the spirit that whenever the spirit of the fear of the Lord is, God's glory dominates. Can we pray? The global church, the Nigeria church, there is problem. The glory have eluded us because the spirit of the fear of the Lord is not in our midst. Can we pray? Lord, bring back this spirit. The spirit of the fear of the Lord, bring it back to the church again. Bring it back to your church again. Palia Kalata.
Eshagadala Kila Baskale Lapantwa Eyakodo Lebanta Letoa Lapantwa.
In Jesus' mighty name, we have prayed.